I'm gonna need that breath. And I'm also gonna need the, I need to keep my cool. Mostly. Hi, by the way. Welcome. Welcome back. Hello. Sometimes I just start because it's like, oh, it's on? Let's go. There's no real period of waiting, per se. At least not with me. I just kind of go. Just, oh, thing needs done. Boom. It's like, you just go. That's all you do. But I should... Hi, welcome back, everybody. Gotta be honest, I'm a little bit nervous because nothing after right now. I have a clue, but I have zero clue or zero inkling of a clue as to what's happening as soon as I press story, because I've only played up until where we left off. That's it. So I'm excited. I've never tried the other two modes though. They're probably a lot of fun, especially. No, just no. They can be fun. They can be fun. Arcade mode though, I'm pretty sure that's just like this, but with a story run. None of the. Well, it's this with just the points. It's this with just a point multiplier and things like that. And this is just a straight up story mode. This is just straight up those levels. If I had to guess, no. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, these are probably. But let's get to what we're here for. What happens next? Yes, Kenzo. Let's do this. Famed bounty hunter. Main ambition was to get his revenge on Bob Bryant. I actually don't have like a separate page open so I can look up a bunch of stuff. Though I probably should. And I probably play the game. Oh, goodness gracious. Give me 1 second. Press. Oh. Now I have a button. There it is. That's what I need. Let's do this.
We'll get those suckers!
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this!
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
Alright. This is as far as I know. This and like the bar.
They seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting away this time.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell. It was tough to stay on a true course, so we kept an eye out for landmarks. It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color, red as blood.
Yep. Well,
the rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded. The vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Uh-oh. That doesn't bode well for me. Also because... Oh, hello. Ooh. Black mark. I don't know where I'm going. Oh! Now, I'm gonna struggle with running.
Bury them in the swamp! Put them where they stand!
Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm. So I had to face them alone.
Ow! Who was that?
I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
They should be fine. The quick shooters have always served me better than the 6-shooters or even the long-range shooters. So I'll just stick with them.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet. But I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends. The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Is there any more?
Brother, I'm gonna make you pay for that.
There are more. Oh! There were more than that. Okay. Well, not every Western legend rode a horse. Yeah, Blackbart hated the beast and traveled on foot. I remember that one. Anyway. I need to find some hiding place. I am out of ammo. Where was he? Yeah, I'm out of ammo, Silas. This isn't a chance to. This isn't more of a.
Shoot, I dare you. Keep shooting. I don't mind.
Oh. Not good. I got 2 skills on me and they're.
Death is too good for him.
No, it ain't. I'm
What are
fine.
you gonna do? You gonna need a chance?
It doesn't matter now. I got through the shield. I'm fine. Fine. Good, we're good, we're fine. Oh, we're not fine anymore. There we go. Got him. More ammo. No nuggets? So easy to reload. There's another one over here. Load. Alright. What? Ow.
I knew those Dalton boys were out there somewhere.
Yeah,
standing together against anyone who would threaten them.
Question is, where's that somewhere? We're walking the swamp with nothing.
That's when I saw it. A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps?
Guess it floated off during the flood of '89.
That's what I was thinking. There was a flood.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve?
Yeah?
It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board.
Why am
It
I
was in
here?
that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high, and those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
I gotta reload again.
Like who? Out of the turret. I've got way too many things to worry about. That didn't work as well as I wanted to.
Shit did not start to die like that. Boom. I'm ending you.
Please no. I have a lot to live for. It? No, there's somebody left. Not, I go ahead. Do this.
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Where's the nugget? There's a nugget around here. Sling enough bullets down range and eventually you'll hit something. I know there's a nugget. Where? No, it's not here, but... Well, it must be over there. Yeah, how do I get up there? Turn the sun off. Well, it would be...
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do something. I do it. Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Well, that much is good. Ah, see, here it is. The Gatling gun, which I have been fired at multiple times.
Rule the day.
This was a mistake! You know how people never look up? I never look to the side, it seems. Ah, okay. Alright. Can I get to go here? No. That's okay.
Did that asshole just kill Red?
Yes. So green, too. Wrong button again. Need the E button for climbing. Here? Good. Probably start using my rifle. I can go up here.
Right about then, much to my relief, the vigilantes finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons.
All
I
right.
finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit.
Here we go. Well, I need rapid fire, so I'm gonna take the bet. Let's do this.
It turned out that they had me.
Take him out! I'm sending you to hell!
Please don't. I like it here.
The Daltons had played
Not
me
so
like a
tough after
fiddle.
all, is he?
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their damn payroll.
What?
They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a challenge.
It was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
What
fight.
about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
You're
Well,
talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
so anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God.
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark. I was coughing up smoke and pretty damn pissed. I was done playing games with those boys. It was time to settle this once and for all.
Holy moly, that guy flew. Now I got it. Combo level 20? Yeah, with this thing. I'm telling you. There we go.
My damn eardrums!
And there's still more of them. Oh
Bob and Grad weren't about to come at me one at a time. They were in this together.
no. Okay. How do I kill
Two
him?
brothers side by side,
What the-
determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Who am I supposed to aim at? This is the worst duel so far. This this is gonna be the one that does it. 55% focus, 18.5 hand speed, and reaction 5 was half a second. Just your hand position. It's not the hand position that has me concerned. And as much as it is the fact that there are 2 of them. He's the first one to shoot. Everything was nowhere near as perfect. We're fine. This height. I got one of them, and this was a lot better. I'm getting the hang of this. Bring it. Bring it. The other way. A couple of minor adjustments that I need to make. No more messing around.
2 brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Again. Not way in this way. It has to be. Come on. That didn't even pull. I didn't even pull. I'm not even pulling fast enough. It's that way. and then it's the other way around. Damn it.
Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side. They got it wrong. A sad end for those two. If they'd only known that Emmett was still alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later, he moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers.
Okay, well, that was fun. Eventually, I was gonna get it. And the thing is, I'm going for the honorable kill. That's also why I could have shot them earlier, and it would have been fine. But that wouldn't have been as satisfactory. Oh. I did the honorable way. Damn. What skills do I have? I have 2 points for skills. Concentration for combos. More than Wait, twice the damage. Okay. Anything for this though? Smash bar like local during the reload sequence to be served on fast. Top rate mechanisms don't use this skill. Fair enough. I think I'll get this. I got the inlay 6-shooter, but that's it. As for the other ones, can I use this? Honestly, yes I can. That'll be it. That should be good. Next. Let's do this.
My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told.
Huh? Oh.
It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Not so great for robbery. Interesting. Led by Cassidy. Ooh! Are we hanging out with Cassidy and Sundance?
I'd been on their trail for months, ever since they left their hideout in the Bighorn Mountains. Led by Butch Cassidy. They were a loose association of outlaws who robbed banks and trains from Colorado to Montana. Among them was the Sundance Kid, and that murderous hombre I was tracking, Roscoe Bob Bryant. They blew the bridge with the intention of forcing the train to stop.
Yeah.
Well, I assumed the Wild Bunch was likely in the still intact part of the train high above. I was determined to make that sumbitch Bob pay for what he did to my
Oh, gosh.
brothers.
Bye, everybody. I slip. I'm prepared to make him pay. Slips and falls. That's kind of how it goes, really. We're fine. Let's recoup.
So I had no choice but to make my way up through the passenger cars dangling down.
That sounds lovely. Oh, I'm gonna get lost here, aren't I? Why would you want to kill them? Yeah, you say that, but one of them bastards tricked me in the last one. Okay. So I fell through there, right? There's something here. I see. Wilcox robbery. Also, my everything is going all over the place. I mean, this is get out of there. There goes that. Oh, Fisher, give me. No. Saw it off. Oh, right. Reload it. Let's put it. There we go. That's and I prefer my ring. Oh, thank you.
I found the device they used to blow the tracks, so I knew I was headed in the right direction.
My ears are still ringing from blowing up that bridge. What'd you say?
Well, I made my way off unscathed and came upon a few members of the gang and had no choice but to dispatch them. From there, I had to negotiate an even more precarious route. But first, I would need to get my ass out of there.
I'm looking for stuff, but... Alright. Get the rest of it. Okay. This is
Jumped from the frying pan into the fire as the train was clearly fixing to fall. I had found the gang, but in order to find old Bob, I needed to fight my way forward past the whole passel of desperados.
Yes, I do.
Outside, inside, any way I could, I made my way towards my prey.
Well, what about the passengers?
It was mostly a freight train, as I recall. There were no passengers aboard that day.
Oh, love these pictures. Oh, right in the middle of my skull by the looks of it. Believe in ghosts? No comment. This is a lot more. Ooh. Ooh, there's the inlet. Very fancy.
Okay, now you're really pissing.
I can reload these faster, so I'm okay. I don't necessarily need to. There we go. They shoot just this fast, too. They're alright with these bad boys.
As I mentioned before, I am not fond of heights. But I was too busy dodging bullets to worry about falling to my death. Odds were I was likely to die that day anyway. So I was determined to take down as many of those bastards as I could.
You just killed Red?
No, I can't use the shotgun for this. Where's it going?
Oh, shoot you dead!
Times it was like shooting ducks in a shooting gallery. The only difference is these damn ducks shot back.
There we go. That's a sniper. This one, I think I'm doing good. Headshots usually fatal, remember that. Thanks. Thanks, game. I needed the patronizing. Ooh. George Curry, flat out. Somebody else here, right? No? Wait. Onward and upward. Wait. No, wait. Up. Just up. Just upward.
I kept hoping the law would show up and give me a
You
hand.
mean like that giant Pinkerton posse that I read about?
What?
Did they come riding in, guns a-blazing to help?
Now that you mention it. What's that? The Grand Posse versus the Wild Bunch. Well. Oh no.
Help? From the Pinkertons? No, son. I had to fight the Wild Bunch all by my lonesome, as usual.
Aww.
Who the hell is that?
What a road. What a road. I was promised so much.
Retreat! Retreat! He's killing everybody!
I was promised so much. I feel so betrayed. Like I'm in the middle of a grand war. Oh. Well, if it's past the door, I guess I want all of them. Beam for the next. Fine. Well, then, yeah. Okay. I came here looking for nuggets. The question is, where am I actually supposed to be? I'm sure it's not here. But... Oh, it is.
My guess is those dime novels didn't portray this as it happened, did they?
What are you looking for?
Only a few stragglers were left. I had to cut them down pronto if I was going to stay on old Bob's trail.
Run! If you want to live!
Once I silenced all those guns, I went searching for my nemesis, determined to finally have my justice. But the only survivor who welcomed me was George Flat-Nose Curry.
Who was he?
The fastest gun in the gang.
What?
Right after Sundance, I mean. And Kid Curry, and maybe Elsie Lay. Though some folks might dispute that.
Stop. So that was a very good double. Wow, 0.26 seconds. That's very impressive. Those are good stats. I'm getting better. No, you don't. You. just enough of it. Oh my god. You can draw first. No, I never draw first. Do I look like Han Solo? I answered that.
On that very same day, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid decided to leave the Wild Bunch behind and decamped for South America.
Okay. Sounds about right. It tracks, really.
They ended up living down there for many years, but I'm sure you already know all about that.
Honestly, a little gutted that we didn't get to go up against Cassidy and Sundance. A little sad. Also sad that I didn't get to fight in a big-ass battle. Would have been fun, but no. Whatever. Current skills right now. Fine. 130 to lead us out. I don't know. This is where I leave a lot of this story with the phrase, I don't know. Very careful, there are footbridges. There's footbridges. Okay.
I tried to find Bob Bryant, but it was as if he'd disappeared. Sometime later, I heard the Wild Bunch was back together. Kid Curry escaped from jail, and now he was running the whole shebang. So I took to their trail, as I was still in pursuit of my brother's killer and hoped that he was back with him.
Grave is in that sort of like Ray McCall
That Kid Curry's kind of crazy, ain't he?
in only like one
Don't
way.
let him hear you saying that.
Anyways, I tracked those boys to a camp right outside Parachute, Colorado.
There was a bunch of their camp. None of those exploded.
Being outnumbered, I didn't bother with a warning shot. I just started taking those bastards down.
Those bastards. Those are not explosive.
Shit for you!
Old Bob wasn't among them, and neither was Kid Curry. I could sense him close by, however, plotting something nasty. I just needed a clue as to their whereabouts.
Find clues to the where. Hey, hello. Butch Cassidy. Guy who left. One of the guys who left. Oh. Hello.
And I found one. A map with their bold plan clearly marked. This time they were fixing to blow up a train trestle. Property of the Union Pacific.
I'm not sure they're going to be taking kindly to that. If they know.
The plan clearly indicated how they were fixing to undermine several of the weakest wooden supports.
Wow. Next one. This is an awful location.
Kid Curry was considered the wildest of the Wild Bunch. It was said that he fathered 85 bastard children, though some say it was only 5.
That sounds a little more real. I mean, I wouldn't put it past.
Kid Curry had bragged to a whore how he was gonna rob a train heading to the U.S. Mint in Denver. And that whore, Fat Sally, she told me.
Wow. That's nice. Well, it does leave us to be in this predicament of having to navigate.
The bridge was rigged with dynamite, so I decided I'd best be careful confronting those bastards. A moment later, I saw a ladder that somehow had escaped my attention.
Don't you blow us up now.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
Nobody sees me, everything's fine.
But the Wild Bunch did not take kindly to my presence and attempted to blow my head off. It appeared the kid had found a number of new recruits to bolster their ranks. Guess there's always desperate men willing to trade their lives for stolen treasure.
Yep. Where are they?
What happened next?
Well, having removed the first bundle of dynamite, I decided I might as well remove the other one. Once that was done, I figured I'd find my way from there.
This thing about fast and movie is not oh, I said it. Oh, no. Get away from me. Oh my god. I miss you. Oh my word, he's armored. That's okay. Blow your damn head off.
So, what happened then?
Had to remove more of that damn dynamite.
What part of I'm an EOD specialist for this mission are you not getting?
It must have been terrifying trying to make your way across.
I was sweating it a bit, but then I noticed a footbridge tied up on high, so I shot the rope.
What? Oh. There you go. Uh-oh. More dynamite. What? Alright. I was on it. Yes, possibly.
So that was all the dynamite?
Well, funny you should mention that, darling. As actually, there was a fourth charge impeding my progress. Once I removed it, my path was pretty clear.
Could have been worse. This is definitely worse. Ow. You can spit bullets on your way. I know that. But, like, also, he made a jump there. So I'm not sure how many people you get.
Death is coming for you.
It's pretty cool. I mean, it's dangerous now. Okay.
So I proceeded onward and realized that that way just wasn't gonna work. I needed an alternate path forward.
That's great and all, but I'm not looking for an alternate path. I'm looking for... Am I supposed to get there? Oh, wait. Aw. Come on, let me get up there. Q button. My safety button. Go this way. There it is. I want my nuggets. Hey, curry. The other curry. Because we just built another curry. What? Speaking of flour. Really? Well, I could have worked out better. Didn't. Where am I going?
Luckily, I found a cave, and as I made my way back to the bridge, I saw something that concerned me. It was a long, burning fuse, and it was moving fast as hell. I had to catch it. The burning fuse was so damn quick, I had to run like the wind. I almost had it, but no. Thought I was gonna have a coronary when I lost sight of those sparks. My heart was pounding like a sledgehammer.
I missed 2 nuggets because of that. Some enemies are more resistant. They have a big old shotgun.
I knew that failure meant boom. Then, finally, at the last moment. Whew. Of course, I was successful, or clearly I wouldn't be talking to you folks here today.
Yeah, about that. I'm making my way backwards. Ow. I know I haven't skipped this. Whoa! I'm fine. I can now return back and grab this. Old West Rail. There's another one down here. Okay. All the no, I'm pretty sure. Get that, put it down. This is actually reasonable.
Naturally, I removed the last dynamite charge. Well, it was a touching reunion. But by this time, I was thoroughly exhausted and dragging my ass as I was not a young man anymore. Of course, I had to tread carefully. Otherwise, I could, well, die.
Like that? Yeah. Sounds about right on. Why am I being put through these vertical challenges?
Kill that Azuki! Make him bleed! Send him to forget!
Finally, I found those boys. Or more precisely, they found me.
Beast Tracer and Kid Curry asked me! Not even a damn fruitcake! Put a bullet in.
Wait.
You believe that? Gonna be loud!
Go faster. A little bit faster. No, please. Where I was, I don't need this. I do need that. Still lost.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, Kid Curry opened up on me with a goddamn Gatling gun. It was hidden in this tunnel and pretty well shielded.
Oh. Get Curry. Not even a presentation. Nothing, just get Curry. Oh my god.
You can't hide from me.
Fortunately, not me. More of them? I'm not sure that was gonna reach him, truth be told. Movies have been made based on some of these stories. Several men have claimed that they are the real Doden Kid. How many of these are actually true? One of them. Swiss cheese in my potatoes. I think he's scared. I'm not. Being tactical is all.
Luckily, I had located some dynamite. I still, however, had my work cut out for me.
Hold him off while I reload. Are you kidding me? Guess you had enough, huh?
I didn't reach the guy.
Can't beat me.
I know.
You can't beat me.
Okay.
Mistake you'll ever make. That smells like a killing. God damn it, I need some help here. Come on, boys. Take this sumbitch out. Flank this cocksucker. Move it, boys. For you to lay down and die.
No. Alright. Shotgun.
Get out, you yellow
Let's see if vouch save my around here.
You know who I am.
Oh my, what? Bunch of them, there's not all of them.
You can't hide forever. It's not fair. Be better.
Not fair.
Give me a hand.
Eventually, I brought that tunnel down. And that's when I met Kid Curry himself. He had decided to stop pussyfooting around and deal with me personally.
This is
What? Ew.
As fast as he was, I was just a bit faster. And as he lay wounded, I demanded to know the whereabouts of Roscoe Bob Bryant. He shouted at me. Is that what this is about? Bob went with Butch and Sundance to South America. You ain't never finding him.
Yeah, punk.
Those were his last words.
I'm not sure he ended up in South America though. Oh, I can't. Oh, a hunch. Oh, it's something. And somebody supposed to got two? Fantasy combos, dynamite looting, I really use it. Alright, cool. Ooh, very interesting, but it's not gonna be anywhere near as easy in the town. Starting powers, yes, yeah, I'll probably go for the back of high. And that's the way to get for every hit. And that'll be that. I'll get these other two at a time, just Trapper is not for me because I never use it. Or if I do, I end up losing like the quick shooters as my close range and rifle. We're good. We're good. What's next?
So, Bob Bryant got away?
I knew I'd never find him in South America.
What about the other killer?
Yeah, you kinda glossed over that one.
Well, I found Jim not long after my showdown with Ringo. At the time, he was riding with the James Younger gang. Did I neglect to mention that?
Yes, you did. Jesse James.
Jesse James? The greatest outlaw who ever lived?
Jesse and his kin rode with Quantrill when he raided Lawrence, Kansas, and killed near 200 people, boy.
Nothing great about that.
And from there, him and his brother went on to rob banks and trains from Kansas to Missouri.
Which is why there was such a rich bounty on their heads. 40 grand for both of them, dead or alive. That's one hell of a payday.
Yeah. Wasn't he killed by Robert Ford though? Or was that just a movie? Could be wrong. But we are going after Jesse James by the sound of it, which is a very big bounty. Okay, we're good, we're good. So I had to do a quick time.
I confronted them as they were robbing a train. Bullets were flying at me from every which way. But I knew I'd have to fight my way forward if I was gonna find this Jim.
That's right. Run!
Going for what?
Now wait a second. Now, how'd they stop this train in the first place?
Well, the James boys were experts at this.
That's what. By staring it down. Okay.
They hopped the freight train, having heard there was a big payroll in the express safe. So, I hopped the same train. The James Younger gang was decimated after that little fiasco they had in Northfield, Minnesota. So Jesse needed more men and took on the killer I was after, along with a host of others. I was hoping to find my man and put a bullet in his head.
I gotta live with the train.
Climbing around that train, I must have swallowed 100 damn bugs before I reached
James'
that...
younger gang pulled the first train robbery west of the Mississippi.
Sounds like you hold them in high regard.
Everyone knows they were the most famous outlaw gang ever.
And you took them all on by your lonesome. Again. I'm finding this all a little hard to swallow, friend.
Well, maybe you need to wash it down with some whiskey. By the way, did I mention that that train was flying down those tracks like a bat out of hell?
Yes, you did, Trophy. Sheer power I can put down and land. Oh gosh. Wait, oh. For all the stopping power I have, I sure can't use it. That's fine.
Anyway, excuse me, Ben. Where would I find the gentleman's facilities? Suddenly I have an urgent need to drain my one-eyed snake. Well, I've had more than a few drinks, and I've been sitting here for quite a spell.
Right through there. Let me show you.
I'm just gonna continue the game.
I never heard so much malarkey in my life.
You think he's bullshitting us?
You don't think he's Silas Graves?
I think he's just some old drunk looking for some free liquor.
My love.
I don't know, Jack. I think I believe him. You don't think he met Jesse James?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That story makes no sense at all.
Jack.
I mean, you gotta be 2 bricks short of a load to believe that cock and bull story.
I don't agree.
Jack, lay off the
But
boy.
you seriously think that tired old man went toe-to-toe with Jesse James?
Well, that's better. Did I mention that this Jim was married to the infamous Belle Starr? Of course, I didn't learn that until later. Anyway, I made my way forward the best I could. Around the sides, over the roof. At some point, some sumbitch saw me and shouted out, "It's the damn Pinkertons!"
It's a damn Pinkerton!
Pinkerton. I love that part. Also, I'm I'm forgetting to check my sides. Okay, let's try this again. You know what? One hand. One hand. I remember you.
Now, I never worked for that limey cocksucker, but I guess they assumed I was one of his assassins. Those evil bastards firebombed Jesse's mother's house and killed his stepbrother.
Jesus.
It was a rickety ride and quite precarious.
To be fair, it is the Pinkertons who don't have a sterling reputation. The best of times. No, I don't believe you have.
It's no wonder each and every asshole on that train wanted me dead.
Everybody's always mistaking you for somebody else, aren't they? Why is that, I wonder?
I don't know, Jack. I'm just telling you how I remember it.
I bet you are.
Somebody seems a little pissed. What? Please don't come to the no, but listen.
I came across a flat car piled high with logs and had to come up with a creative way to make my way forward.
I thought I could tango. I did not. That's fine. Oh, I am not having good luck against the Jesse James mission. They actually died in South America. Some claim they returned to the States and settled in Utah. Yes.
I wondered if I was ever gonna find the front of that train. Or the bastard I was after. Jesse hired a damn army after Northfield. Guess he didn't want to be outgunned like that ever again. Right about then, I was attacked by some asshole on a Gatling gun.
Yeah, seems like you run into a lot of them.
Asshole?
Gatling guns.
Yes, I did. Now, I don't remember how I took it out. It was either a bullet or dynamite.
Where would you find dynamite?
Does it really matter, Jack? You're messing with the flow of the story here.
That was horrible. Not enough left. Too much poking out. Better flimsy than others. I keep forgetting to let cover. Also because... Oh, wait.
I was looking for Jim and shooting any son of a bitch stupid enough to get in my way. And that included Jesse James himself. There sure were a lot of men determined to die that day.
Get out here, you coward!
It was then that Jesse detached the express car from the rest of the damn train. I could see Jesse waiting for me, fixing to kill me so he could get away with all that money.
I'm not sure I'm stepping over that fire there, Chief.
You had a showdown with Jesse James?
Of course he didn't. Everybody knows that Jesse was killed by Bob Ford.
Yeah. Jesse went out like John Wesley Hardin. Coward shot him in the back of the head.
Guess it doesn't matter how far you run, does it, Ben? Your past always catches up with you. Yeah, I didn't kill Jesse James. Just wounded him bad enough to convince him to hang up his guns.
What about that Jim fella? What happened to him?
I figure he was up front with a gun to the engineer's head. That bastard slipped away again. I'll tell you how I got him. But first I need to wet my whistle.
I didn't kill him. He's not dead. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. Whatever. I don't know how long I have left to go on this. What I know is I'm punching through. I can do this.
After my showdown with Jesse, I continued to track his brother, Frank, and that son of a bitch, Jim. I followed those bastards into the high mountains as they were going to ground.
What mountains would that be?
Somewhere in the Ozarks, I believe. The perfect place to hide out from the authorities. In fact, before I could find them, some Indians who fled the Rez and were hiding out from the military found me first. They probably thought I was a cavalry scout and didn't want me telling the military where they were.
Indians?
Yeah, they could have been Cheyenne, but there was all sorts of renegades roaming the landscape back then.
Well, there's nowhere for this in the indications. Oh, God. Something like this.
Hey, about another whiskey, Ben? Nothing better to soothe the troubled soul.
He's drunk. I'm pretty sure this guy is drunk at this point. I am smashed.
Now, where was I? Indians, right. I had more than my share of run-ins with the Red Man. Like that time. Did I tell you about Grey Wolf?
Yes, sir. You did.
Ah, of course I did. In fact, I can still remember that old medicine man's words to me.
Jesus Christ, we're back to that again.
You carry great darkness in your heart. It will claim your soul. You will come to this place again and kill many more men.
I like how coincidental it is. Ooh.
And the darkness will grow until it consumes everything you. you are.
So, did you ever find him?
Who?
The man you are after.
Let me ask you something, Ben. You ever think about death?
Mr. Graves, are you all right?
Ooh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? What is this that I can't see? With ice cold hands taking hold of me. Well, I am death, none can excel. I'll open the door to heaven or hell.
Why is it raining?
Oh, death, someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? Oh, death, won't you spare me over till another year?
So, are you gonna answer the question?
What question is that?
Jim Reed. Did you ever find him?
Reed was indeed that son of a bitch's surname. That's right, Ben. A despicable character. I remember him laughing like a hyena that cold morning they lynched me and my brothers. He was intent on avoiding my vengeance, but nothing was gonna stop me. Nothing.
I am smashed to pieces. What the? Oh, I'm okay. Frank James, I guess. Forget Jim Reed. Frank James is my next target. And he is a sniper.
I finally did track those outlaws down. They had long rifles with scopes and were well positioned to pick off any poor soul who came anywhere close.
Yeah. As any Call of Duty player knows, the sniper is your worst enemy. Easy. Going. No reason to just keep swimming. Wait.
I'm guessing Frank James believed I was responsible for the demise of his brother Jesse. I couldn't really disagree with the man, as I thought Jesse was dead then as well.
Yeah, sure, that's
He backed off as I closed in on him, but he was still intent on killing me. And when I closed in on him again, he backed off again, looking for a better angle on me. Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Graves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
The James gang. Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead. It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Oh, I didn't know that. I never used the damn stuff.
It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
Put him down! I want that bastard dead!
Another wall.
Ready for a belly full of buckshot? You're gonna bleed!
Whoa. That's not very nice of you guys. So lob your dynamite all back and wait for the runners. Cause whoa. Oh. Wow. Get back.
And that son of a bitch! Take him out! He's just one man! Put him down! I want that bastard dead! Die! I'll cut you in two!
Whoa. That's a fast one.
That is unusual.
Sonny, please don't hurt me. On the wall. There we go.
That old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
What?
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
I'm done with this damnable outlaw life. Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will. At this point, I just don't give a shit.
Please just run away.
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here.
Well, that explains his farmhand right now.
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
Did he go down with the captain? Yes, he did. But Frank's still alive. I never said he died. Oh, I love this on the reliable narrator.
So what happened with Reed?
I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts, as I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again. But rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke that sumbitch out. "Hey, Reed!" I shouted. "No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me."
Son of a bitch!
Are you serious? That worked? Whatever. I've been here before. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please don't let him through!
Oh! That's too many. Too many guys. Listen, I can handle a lot. That many guys all at once? That's for sure.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please
Oh, Lord, they are. They won. It's not I mean, as it is, observe nature. Yeah, well.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please kill him?
Oh. You're allowed to go down there. There's too many.
Don't let him through!
You bastard!
I ain't afraid. I will knock you in the next week.
I will knock you to the next life. How about that? Okay.
Eventually, it was just me and Reed.
Okay. Oh.
I had waited a long time to face him down, so I could repay him for what he did to my brothers.
Alright. 30.3 seconds, 83.4%. Focus, 17 points. Speed. Goes one way or the other.
And repay him I did.
Ooh, that was fine. Yeah, no, he's dead. Real honorably killed. I think I've gotten all of these honorably killed. This feels like I'm killed. Those are reduced flying readiness, reload guns and concentration was really handy. Also, considering how often I use guns, no. And this one. Next one.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame you never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
Back to the Wild Bunch. Interesting.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
No. No. Good, the bad, the dead. I'm gonna read about Brian who has grasped for years. I think this is it. I think we're at the end. Let's do this.
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now.
Approaching.
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant. That son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
For all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others.
What's that?
For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had. I was furious as hell at that bastard for making me who I am. A man with no family, no friends.
Did he make this or did we make ourselves use it?
Nothing could stop me from taking his life. I'd been after that killer forever. From the time I rode with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly, it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades. The town was falling apart, just like me.
No, it's this way. This is haunting. Oh, this is very...
But I wasn't about to call it quits.
This feels more like...
Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around.
I have his name.
I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was on to them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Who the hell is that old man?
One hole too many for me to plug. Charge concentration fast. Yeah, if I could only hit the damn things, that'd be great.
He's got company! Put that geezer in the ground!
Since you obviously prevailed, since you're sitting here telling us today.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack.
What?
Because when I woke up,
From the dead?
there was silence all around me.
What's happening?
I swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop.
What?
Here, there, even over there.
What the?
So I am right. You are touched in the head.
Mr. Graves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see that old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer, Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing.
Yeah.
But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
I mean, it feels like it. Oh my good word. Billy the Ghost. Another Billy the Ghost, I'm assuming. What am I facing?
I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me.
You coming up gun, right?
And in the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remembered him.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a slog. Come on, must be. Oh my god, they seem hard. And I'm running low on ammo, I can be fine. Yeah. Goes down really hard. More than any hundred ghosts. Stuff back up. Yeah. Second bomber. Boy. Alright. Find a minute. You don't look too happy.
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel shotgun.
That's awful!
No ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Yeah, I think I honestly have lost. The rest of them, also, where am I going? Oh goodness.
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Guardians of the Dead? a small gravestone to help you.
George Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond.
Ghosts. Call it ghosts. Now you better put the shoot at a ghost. Oh my! Halloween apple. Oh my god. Bastard!
Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
Thought?
Oh my word, oh my word, I am dead. What's Jim Reed? What's Jim Reed? Games.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
The Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
He was alive.
Oh, he's not giving up easy, is he? Suck! He is tanky. Oh. Oh, this sucks. Oh. Oh. Ah, no. Oh my god. I don't think I'm gonna survive this one. Awful. Okay, remember the gang fight. It was the clan. Whatever the hell his name was. The shotgun dude from the last couple missions ago. Okay. Oh god. One. Ow. Too close. Too close. He gets way too close. I don't have enough firepower to take him down.
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
The Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
He was alive.
Reload.
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker, a.k.a. Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
What? Oh.
Thanks for taking care of that bastard.
What? It's your boy. First of all, that's your... Butch Cassidy. What the? Oh, hell no. Oh.
But the kid wasn't quite deceased. Not yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while.
What?
Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Why am I here?
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you. You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
Let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
What?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Etta's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question, but those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
How is this gonna work? In a Mexican standoff, use... You need to switch your focus to the enemy who's looking at you. What? Oh my god. This is stressful. Not because I just have no idea what's going on anymore. I'm so lost. Let's point it here. Not where I want to aim, but that's fine. Couldn't even go fast enough. I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna be hard stuck here. Okay. I think this is where I'm gonna be hard stuck for a little while. Let's do this. One more. Let's go around this time. Ugh. Again, I don't really know who I'm supposed to be pointing. get a little serious. Almost got it. Again. cool. On dodge. Okay. Damn it. Good one. Getting better. garage right? Is it always gonna be this inside? Not fast enough. Are you serious? As soon as I turn to the other guy? Okay. Whatever. Whatever again. Inside, inside. I drew way too late. It's just not fast enough and no signal is given. What the? have it. Damn it! Almost. Almost.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Freaking got it! God, I hate this guy. Oh, I'm sweating. It's okay. I got it. I got it. I got it. Whew.
I got it. Jesus. I mean, I don't even need the skills, but I guess I'll spend them on something. Just... what else is left? Not the wall and the poison. I mean, what else can be left?
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob?
There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Graves.
Huh?
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
What?
Oh, man, I think you've worn out your welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
I was a different man back then, crazy. Drinking, I've changed my ways, I swear to you. If I could turn back the clock,
But you can't, Bob.
No fucking way. I could take my revenge on Bob. But that warning from that one Grey Wolf fella. I don't know. Revenge never was in my heart more often than not, so...
why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Wanted to suss you out, Bob. See what kind of man you turned out to be. Maybe prod you into drawing on me. See, all those years on your trail turned me into a killer. Can't even remember who I was before you tried to murder me. You, on the other hand, walked that very same path in exactly the opposite direction.
What do you mean by that?
You think your life is worth sparing, Bob? Boy, what's your name again?
It's Eisenhower, sir. Dwight Eisenhower.
What do you plan to do with your life, Dwight Eisenhower?
Tomorrow I'll be leaving for West Point, sir.
So, you want to be a soldier? Well, then do it right, son. Don't tear down the world out of anger and spite like I did. You build it up. You do something decent with your life, you hear me?
Sir? Yes, sir.
My God.
I won't have it said I left you with nothing, Bob.
Okay. Okay. No, that was worth. That was definitely worth. That was definitely worth it, honestly.
Won't you spare me over till another year?
Oh, Death probably is one of my favorite songs. Mostly helped by Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? Which just has a great rendition of it, and it's probably one of the most haunting renditions, just because of the setting and who sings it. Not just like the character, but the actor too. It does a real good job. Oh my God, what was this game? It's... It's definitely something. It's not that even it's something. It's I got no words for it, man. I got no words for it. I don't know. It's this idea of this unreliable narrator, but it's so on purpose. It's so on purpose, though. The misdirections, the lies, the obfuscation, the exclusion, everything. It toys with all those ideas. It's probably one of the better unreliable narrators because it seems like it's all for something. It's all building to somewhere. There's an idea behind it. There's a purpose behind the lies, behind the omissions, behind the forgetfulness. That's something. Yeah, it was awesome. I liked it. I honestly didn't know what I was getting into as soon as I was done here. I thought, you know, I thought as soon as the Mexican standoff was on, it's like, well, I guess I'm hard stuck here for the rest of the time. No, it wasn't like that at all. I mean, yeah, it was. I was hard stuck there for a while. Also, I'm pretty sure Ben is the same guy who voices Robert Creek. It's also the guy who voices Colonel Campbell in the Metal Gear Solid series, at least the first 3. But that's awesome. Yeah, and the music is great too. I do love me this very nice, very Western, Old West inspired. It's so nice. I like this music. This one that's playing. It's a good one. I like it. This is kind of my type of like Old West jam. The sort of riding in the valleys slowly, just letting the sun go on its way. Staring off into those hills. Just keep on keeping on. And the twist at the end that I was never talking to Ben, I was talking to Roscoe Bryan. The little kid the young man I was talking to turned out to be old Eisenhower. Old Ike Eisenhower. Yeah. Just, I got no words, so a curse word suffices, I suppose. Shit. Alright, I'm gonna skip that one only because I know that that's a Johnny Cash song. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get dinged for that. So I'll skip that. That goes away. True West is now available. I got to the story with minimal HUD and extra difficulty to get the real Western experience. No. No, this was hard enough. Also, I have so many nuggets. There's still a bunch more I'm missing. 21 more to be exact. I'm like, wait, what's 54 minus 33? 21. Yeah. Yeah, 21. And yeah, sure enough, there is story mode. There's that new game plus, and I can start True West. Duels. Sorry, I gotta check this out. Oh gosh. Damage you deal in a. Oh my word, this. Okay, I'm gonna quit as soon as this is done, but like, I gotta check this out. Win a series of showdowns honorably and quickly to become a true legend of the Wild West. 5 lives to try again just in case it gets shot on the way. About that. No. No, I'm already absolute dog water at duels. And arcade, but I'll check that out some other time. Whenever. This is done. And it was worth. And it is getting quite late. Need a couple of breaths after this, just a couple of deep breaths. That was tense. And it was worth it. Anyway. I'll see everybody tomorrow for, I believe, Human Revolution. Either that or it's Splinter Cell. I forgot. All I know is that once this game is done, there's something else ready for next week. So, just be aware of that. There might be a series on pause or something, but be aware that there's going to be more spooky happening. That's all I can do. You guys